All right, Mr. Thompson, are you able to hear me okay?
I am.
All right, we'll go on the record in Gentilla versus Secretary of State. This is case number 2311567. This is Crawford County case. The record should reflect that Mr. Thompson is present by Zoom. Is that Mr. Gentilla there?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay. This is a date and time set for a hearing for a petition regarding a first implied consent suspension. Was set for 2:30. I don't see anyone from the Secretary of State or the prosecutor's office joining in, so we'll go ahead and get started. I did have a chance to review the petition, and I do have the proposed order that was submitted. So Mr. Thompson, did you want to take some testimony from your client regarding his circumstances, or how did you want to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, Mr. Gentilla, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. You can lower your hand, and Mr. Thompson, please proceed.
All right, thank you. Can you state your name for the record?
Justice Gentilla,
Can you spell your last name?
Juntilla.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Gentilla, we're here today. Your license was suspended, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. You refused a breathalyzer?
Yes.
All right. And you were arrested in that case for operating while intoxicated, correct?
Yes.
And you've entered a plea to operating while visibly impaired?
Yes.
All right. Other than that offense, do you have any other criminal history?
No.
Okay. You are asking for this restricted license to help you with employment. Can you explain to the court what your employment situation is right now?
Currently, I work for myself, doing construction. So kind of going back and forth. And then currently, I have a job offer pending with the state of Michigan out at Shawano Center.
What position would you be able to work at the Shawano Center in Grayling?
I would be a youth aide,
Okay.
and
Would you be working with the juveniles who are there at the Shawano Center?
yes, it would be directly and hands-on.
Okay, would that be a full-time job?
Yes.
All right, is that an opportunity for you to start a career with the state of Michigan? Okay, would you be interested in accepting that position?
Yes.
All right, has the Shawano Center indicated to you what their requirements are regarding a driver's license?
Yes, that I need to have a license to be able to, just in case of emergencies, or if we have to go on medical transports, to be able to transport the kid.
But they are requiring that you have a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Okay. And in terms of your refusal to blow in this case, was that an error that you made?
Yes.
Okay. And in terms of the fact that you were driving that night while you were intoxicated, should the court be concerned that that might happen again?
No.
Okay. And again, other than that, those events that happened earlier this year with the operating while impaired, do you have any criminal record?
No.
All right. Where did you grow up?
In Grayling,
Okay. And you've lived here your whole life?
basically, all but 2 years.
All right. Okay. Your Honor, I didn't have any more questions for Mr. Gentilla.
Okay, I see Ms. Koch is signing in here.
Okay.
The record should reflect that Ms. Koch has joined in the hearing. Ms. Koch, we got started right at 2:30.
I apologize. I
So
think I got put in a breakout room because I was sitting in a blank room for a while. So I apologize.
All right. Mr. Gentilla just gave some testimony. I don't know if you received the petition or not, but it was consistent with what he put in his handwritten attachment to the petition.
Yeah, I read the petition. I have no objection.
All right. Mr. Gentilla, you indicated that you entered a plea to the impaired charge. What's your status with that case now? Have you been sentenced in that case?
Yes, I have already.
Are you under probation?
I am not.
Okay. Are you under any requirements to test for alcohol?
Sir,
Okay. What was your sentence for that charge?
driving while impaired.
Right, but what kind of penalties were you sentenced to? Or Mr. Thompson, you can jump in if you have that information.
I didn't represent him, but did you get fines and costs in that case, Justice?
Yes,
Okay, have you paid all your fines?
yes, those are all paid and cleared.
All right, and Ms. Koch, you indicated you don't have an objection to the relief.
I do not.
Okay. So looking at the petition, taking into account the information contained within that, as well as the testimony here on the record today and the statute that applies, the court will grant restricted driving privileges. So Mr. Gentile, you'll be able to drive to and from your residence and place of employment and during the course of your employment to any substance abuse treatment programs or support group meetings, to regularly scheduled treatments for medical conditions, anything court related that's related to your case, or to any kind of educational institution. Mr. Thompson will probably explain this to you, but it's important that you have some kind of documentation when you are driving, because if you're stopped for speeding or any kind of traffic infraction, the officer is more than likely going to ask you for verification that you're not just out driving around and that you're driving within the limits of your restricted license. So it's important that you carry documentation, because otherwise that's going to wind up creating a lot more difficulties for you. Do you have any questions about that?
No.
Okay, so Mr. Thompson, the court will sign that order, and Jennifer will fax that to, or scan that to the clerk's office there in Crawford County.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Koch, anything further from your side today?
No, thank you.
Mr. Thompson, anything further from your side?
No, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, that's all for this hearing today. All parties are free to disconnect.